So here we were, miles.
And here we are again in Max Payne 3. Welcome back to Games Done with Krun. I am Krun. And let's get on with it, shall we? Last time we had a flashback to how Max met Raoul, and it involved lots of guns and a bunch of Italian people. And now we are going off to rescue another guy. No, the lassie, Fabiana, because she's been held along the river in the sort of mangrove swamp. In many ways, Brazil is a lot like Miami. But either way, here we are. We've discovered that Commando Sombre are the name of the sort of PMC guys with all the body armor, and they are the main threat. But the gangs are kind of, sort of working with them, but they aren't as well. It's kind of hard to explain because I'm not entirely sure. But as far as I can infer, the gangs are doing jobs for the Commando Sombre, who in turn are working for somebody else, but we don't know who. But all we know, or are the Commando Sombre the gangs? Who knows? Like, the gangs are involved, the Commando Sombre are involved, there are PMCs as well, and they're working for somebody else that we don't know yet. But the basic crux is, we need to find Fabiana, because Fabiana's missing. So let's just get on with that shit. Here we are in this cool little fashioned shanty base that the dodgy criminal element live in. Thankfully he's got his tiny suppressor that he has thunked on the front of his gun. That guy flicking a bogey into the swamp, littering. Disgusting. We could actually just bring him down right now. I wonder what would happen. Ah, he's gone. Doesn't matter. I was going to say, I wonder what would happen if we did, but I guess we'll never know. So let's be right sneaky, folks. First time I played through this on PC, all of the plant life in this area, for some reason had this weird glitch where it went all blocky, and it was really strange. It looked very bizarre, but yeah, thankfully that's not happening this time. Let's examine the helicopter. It's like, wow, sweet helicopter. And that it is. It's the tactical helicopter. We saw that.
Then at least
we saw that before.
Where she was had to be.
So let's be sneaky. Be sneaky about things, see if we can get away with it. Do a sweet hop over the ledge. Nice one, Max, keep it together. There's probably some golden gun parts around here, I would imagine, but I don't know where they are, and they might be hidden in the foliage, so I'm not going to look for them. We carry on, being all sneaky, crouching. There is actually a crouch button. You never really use that because you want to either be moving fast or be in cover. So the crouch tends not to matter, but like there are situations where something doesn't count as cover, but where crouching does help. Naturally, shoot the lock. Only way to remove a padlock. Probably wouldn't actually work very well in real life. If you follow, if you subscribe to Demolition Ranch, you might well know that. Demolition Ranch, excellent channel. Don't know him personally, but just for the record, really good YouTube channel. I like to recommend. I know it's technically free advertising for somebody else, but I don't care. I like to recommend things that I like, because I'm a complete narcissist like that. Either way, we're advancing. We still haven't been discovered, despite the fact that we're running about like quite literally like a headless chicken, because we don't know which way we're going. But oh dearie me, some gang bangers, if you will, and they're up to no good, as most gang bangers are.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to.
Well, it's like just like it's a thing that just Max doesn't understand Portuguese, and it like factors into the story quite heavily actually at points. Like where it's just communication breakdown.
It seemed that our
Syranno.
were correct.
Syranno de Bergerac? Who knows?
I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
So let's oblige. Let's not start a party. Let's end one. Let's wait for them to get relatively close to each other. We don't have any bullet time to do this with, so maybe it would be better if we... Sweet leap! Oh fuck, we missed. And I'm pretty sure we've been alerted. Got them. That's one guy dead. I'm not sure if they actually managed to get a shot off. Nope, we managed to keep a low profile. Good. Let's go into the water. Oh, we can't. There's a weird little thing floating. Looks like a paddle. Maybe they have smashed up a rowboat recently. Oh, I want to do that. Let's not start a party. Let's end one. It worked! Yay! That was fun. Just squashed that guy. Just rolled right over him. He probably didn't even. Like, probably would, if you lay flat, he would probably be fine. Let's quickly scout around the back here in case there's anything to pick up, but it doesn't look like there is. And advance with our cool silenced pistol. Don't know what kind of pistol it is. It says a PT-92. Looks like a Beretta. I would stand 92. Beretta 92 FS. Maybe not FS. I don't know what FS means, but it's probably meant to be a Beretta 92. If I had to guess. It's got a wee flashlight on it as well, because you never know when you might need to light up a darkened corridor or something similar. Max sneaks in and steals all of their stationery, just to be wide.
Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type.
Oh no, they don't want them. We did, like, so folk are roughing up Fabiana, and Fabiana is a delight. And we're just not going to have that. That is not on the cards. But unfortunately, I think our cover... Look, I'm just pointing a gun at his pal, because they're having a disagreement. Ah, gang members. So unfortunately, we're probably going to have to break the silence. We brought that guy down, and then we brought that guy down as well. Managed to take out 3. There's at least 1 guy on the left, maybe 2. I don't think there's any more on this side. Oh, there's 1. I can't get him. Can't get him, can't get the angle. Whoa, hiya pal! Clubbed him down, shot him in the head. Savage. Max doesn't fuck about. So we took the big revolver, got a couple of shots off, and then shot him in the belly. Oh, brutal. 44 right to the belly. Is that a 44? Bull. Probably a 44. Could be a 357. I don't know for sure, and I doubt you care. But still, it's good for clarity, because there's bound to be somebody out there who cares. And if I've learned one thing on the internet, it's that you don't want to get gun terminology wrong, because then people will rip you silly, and I can't be having that. Submachine gun is probably a better choice than the bull, but at the same time the bull is probably a better choice than the silenced pistol. Although at the same time, I like a silenced pistol, so I'm going to stick with the silenced pistol anyway. Either way, we're going to want our micro Uzi out.
I had to keep moving.
He does have to keep moving, because if he doesn't keep moving, this video won't have any content. Then what'll I do? Max, like a baller, doesn't know what's on the other side, but just dives on out there anyway, kicks some guy in the back of the head to death, and then grabs himself a tidy AK. For reliability and cost. He's conscious of both. Nailed that guy, and then in this section I have found the best strategy is to sort of hang back and wait for the enemies to come to you, because they will. There's more. That guy managed to get 2 off before he finally expired. Managed to just quick nail that guy, brought the other guy down. There is someone tucked up the back behind those spools though, want to be ready for that. Reload to try and prompt him to come out. You don't lose your ammo if you reload, which is something that does happen in Alien Isolation, by the way. If you've been watching that and you're angry, I'll amend myself later on. I shouldn't really talk about other series when I'm playing different games though. I do apologise for that. There's some guy at the far end there, so I'm waiting. There we go, nailed him. No bother. Got to take each enemy seriously, because only one of them could lead to your demise, and we don't want that happening, do we? Either way, we're carrying on silently through the bushes. Whoa, shit, taking that. Ah, he got me. He played me for a fool. That was a remarkably Italian-looking South American man. Could be of an immigrant family, which would be nice, because cultural diversity is a pleasant thing. Taking cover there. Ah, there's the lad that was shooting before. Brought him down with body shots, and then that guy just sort of hit the deck. Let's get him! Clubbed him. Not bad. Do love a good melee kill. It's better when you can do the little cinematic thing, because then you get to shoot them in the face. But at the same time, it'll do without. Wait and see that guy's back. Whoa! Oh, I missed! That was some shocking shooting on my part. I do apologise for that. That was me just panicking. My arse fell out. There we go. Out of ammo, but there should be a couple of AKs lying about. Yep, no bother. We got it back. Let's climb. Let's go up. Oh, you bastard! Shot him in the neck, I think. Not a good way to go, I must say. Not that I would know. Max managed to just flop off the edge there. That was quite funny. Sometimes the physics on Max go a little bit wacky. It's quite funny to see. He'll like bash his head off of things and just do a 360. It's a strange one, but it is quite entertaining, so I don't mind. It's the kind of sort of glitch that I can totally get behind. As long as it's funny, I am am on it, basically.
That was the chair.
And alas, we were slightly too late to get Fabiana. They were videoing her. God only knows what was happening there. Maybe that was like the security feed. It was just coming from a little camera. Let's watch the telly. What's on the telly? Payne. Is this an advert for the painkillers? Because that would be pretty cool. We'll find out the painkiller brand for groin pain, for knee pain, for stomach pain and head pain, and hangovers. The only thing is Interfectum. Finest painkiller going. As we head on, we could head that way, but I would rather head this way, although I feel like there might be... golden gun. Definitely. Got it. That was my eye. 2 of 3. Doubt we're going to get the third one, but if we did, that would crop up quite a lot, which would be cool, because we'd actually get to see one of the golden gun graphics, but I just don't think it's on the cards. I'm just not very good at finding things. As we move in here, para de chorar, menina, para de chorar, sua puta, pora, cala a boca, ninguém pode te ouvir, and then I missed the last bit. Presumably that means I sure hope Max Payne doesn't come along and shoot us all in the back of the head, and the other guy's saying, who the hell's Max Payne?
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk
There
fool
they
and
are.
wanted to make a play.
The drunk fool, and he is probably still quite a bit drunk, because the alternative, if anything, is worse. I do like Tactical Max though in his vest. And then... shoot. And then they just blast all this stuff, comes down, and then we get to do another quality slow motion bit where we just dive through the air. Didn't get that guy. Got the rest though. And we land here, some boy comes up behind us, we manage to riddle him with bullets, rendering him a corpse. Get the AK out so that we can just fill the place with shots. Got one of them, the other guy's in cover, he's shiting himself, he had no choice but to stand up, and we ended him thusly. I'm gonna quickly take a tour around here for golden gun parts. Actually, no, there was one here last time I played through. I'll show you where it was though. There is a golden gun part there, if you don't have it already.
Syranno
I remember now.
through the garage
Right,
door.
let's get to that button then. Pushing the button. On you go, Max. There it is. Boop.
I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell.
Oh, you're so poetic about it, Max. Picture though.
Syranno's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit.
They've
which
been
one
planning.
pinched.
The Branco. Don't know what Branco means. I'm sure it's got some sort of meaning, but I am not an etymologist. Though that'd be a pretty cool career to have. New gun. The upgraded assault rifle. The FN FAL, or variant thereof. Much more stable, much more accurate, and it doesn't spread as much when you're firing, which, as you can imagine, is very appreciable. Also does slightly more damage, so you can kind of hose a little bit better. Gonna want to take cover. There's a grenade! Jump, Max! Jesus Christ! Blind firing got that guy on the ground. Aimed firing ended his life. There's a boy up the way trying to throw a grenade at us, and there is somebody tucked behind that cover there. But we got him. No bother. There's someone left though, otherwise it would have given us a bullet cam on that guy. So I'm going to try and run about and lure him out. No, I don't see him. He's not there. A big heap of something on the table. Don't know what that was. Examine newspaper. We got a newspaper.
Was reading his reviews.
He was reading his reviews.
Chump.
Well, it's like, you would though, wouldn't you? Like, you'd want to know about who knows what about you and everybody else involved. So I think it's only fair to read your own reviews. There's a blueprint. They full on had the blueprints to the nightclub, which I must say is a level of dedication that just some others don't have, and I appreciate that in a mobster. There is another golden gun bit that I got before, which would have been about, I think, there or tucked in up the back there or something. It's around this area anyway. And then to advance, we run up the stairs and see what untold nasty bastards are lurking in the next section, because there's only one cure for what ails them, and that is bullets to the face. And we are only more than willing to provide. And we leap down here, take cover as such, and then we're ready to blast that, because that will cause a big old explosion. Don't know if it got anybody. Kind of felt like it might have. There is a little flash every time you kill an enemy on the screen, and it's got hit by a grenade apparently. Don't know where that came from. I could have sworn that it was in front of me. Oh well. This guy thinks he's funny. He isn't. Spoilers. I think this maybe would be a little better cover to take because of just the nature of the cover. We set that off. Don't think it killed anybody. It might have though. He thinks he's a big nasty bastard with his gun. Again, he isn't. This guy likes to be funny, and unfortunately will be funny in hell from now on. That guy got blown away, no bother at all, during the shoot dodge, because shoot dodging is a ample way to progress. We could actually take this. Oh, we can take cover here. That seems like better cover. Managed to blow that guy up. Gonna have to be well aware of what's behind us though if we're taking cover. Ah, leap! Oh, Max. What a play. Bringing down all the, slaying the ladies and the men in equal measure. Actually, I don't think there's a single female enemy in this entire game. That's the thing. We might be equal opportunities here at Games Done with Krun, but unfortunately Rockstar think otherwise. Never understood that. Like, but, well, I mean, I do understand. Like, some people would find it sad because ladies have baby children, and the baby children are the future. So indirectly, by killing a lady, you're killing the future. I think that's where that mindset comes from. I don't prescribe to it myself. I think if you're wanting equal wage, you can get shot just as much as any man in video games, as far as I'm concerned. That was like obviously like the equal wage bit was a joke, but not a joke. Equal wage is good. I'm digging myself into a hole, so I'm going to stop along that train of thought, but rest assured, equality is great. We arrive in this next section of the docks. I imagine that there's a golden gun bit here as well. I'm going to have a quick scout around for it. Come on, Max. Oh, we've got painkillers anyway, so if nothing else. Oh, Deagle brand Deagle! You don't have to ask me twice. There we go. Desert Eagle brand Desert Eagle. The actual brand of Desert Eagle is Super Magnum. There's a bit of trivia for you about the Desert Eagle. It's commonly seen, but commonly not understood. Nope, we don't got any golden guns, so we're going to advance up the way and hit the button to progress. Oh, painkillers. Are we at full? Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. We're only at 5. It's fine. Gonna activate the walkway as such. Just licking his hand so that it wouldn't slip. And thunk. Which shifts out a bridge. And then, oh shit, Fabiana! Fabiana! Don't worry, I'll save you. I'll save you. So these big bastards are like, take her away. And Max is like, God damn, this shit again. And so he progresses thusly. Leap in the fence. Carries along on his way. Now we're going to want to get to cover as fast as possible here because there's going to be bad guys at every angle and opportunity. I think we should be okay to make it to there. Yep, we were easily. Boom. Deagle right to the head. Flare! Uh-oh. Now they know where I am. This is a problem. These little boats, because that guy just ripped me apart. But we managed to get him. Yes. You see the driver there? Got him. And that boat just veers off and disappears. And then explodes. Good one, mate. Good one. Quality driving. I mean, the Desert Eagle's fun, but realistically, the assault rifle is a much better weapon to be using in a situation like this. Not less, because we could take one with a red dot scope. In fact, I'm going to show you what the red dot... I'm going to show you what the red dot scope does, just so that you can understand why I'm not taking a red dot scope weapon. Because it's terrible. It's really, really bad. I'll grab that. I'll just show you there it is with this red dot scope barely even showing up. Where is it? Let me see. It is legitimately a scope though, fair enough. Look, this is how it looks when you're using a scope. You've got to like... Aye. Look, the recoil is horrendous. And it's just... It just does not flow well. It's really unpleasant. It also means that you lose a lot of your peripheral vision. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's accurate, but I really do find that without the red dot scope's a better weapon in general. It's easier to aim with. You can see more of your surroundings and you don't need to worry about folk just shooting you while you're out of cover, because I feel like I'm further out of cover when I'm using the red dot scope weapon. Might be wrong about that though. Tag that guy. I'm sure there's probably someone else over there, but we can advance anyway. I don't think there's anything else. No, I'm not seeing anything else to pick up, so nay bother. Decent effort max. I don't want to go that way in case that's advancement. Oh, there might be something back here. Might be something back here. Ah, correct. Third part of the golden LMG-30. Hooray, we've got a golden gun. Cool, that'll probably come up at some point. Probably a ways away yet though. There's a fair bit before we get to the golden LMG. Or well, to a bit where we even be able to use the LMG. Painkillers behind the wheel of a boat. That's not what you want to see. You don't want a based out ship's captain, because then you won't know left for right, and it'll just go careening into an iceberg. That's what happened with the Titanic, and it could happen to you too. Oh, bastard! Brought me down. It's going to be an issue. One of those boats is about to come past in a second. There it is. Ah, it got me. You bastard! Got the captain. Killed that guy. When I done this the first time, I didn't have any painkillers left. I suppose that, like, I've been wondering about my play. It's more just map awareness, knowing what's coming next. It's good because it means I can plan accordingly. Get that guy. Oh, not quite. There we go. Tagged him. There'll be a guy standing on this boat. Brought him down. And then we can move on. Whoop! Brought that guy down just in the nick of time. Got to be sure to check our corners here, but we should be alright. Nearly got that guy. Missed though. Come on. Come on, pal. Let's take cover here. A little bit higher. A little bit more head space. These fellas though, they're a problem. Because they're right at odds. Blow that up! Explode! For God's sake! Got them both. Good times. And then this guy should be child's play. Brought him down. No bother at all. There's more guys on the far side. There we go. Easy peasy. Bunch of dead pirates. Or something, whatever they are. I think they're kind of pirates. They've got boats and presumably they rob boats if boats come by. So I mean, they tick all the boxes for pirate. There may be a golden gun bit down here that I've already got, but I could not tell you either way for sure. All I know is that there are some painkillers and there is an assault rifle, so should you be in the mood for a rampage, that is the place for you. Let's move on as we were. Max shifting sides with the assault rifle to get comfortable there is a really nice touch. Because he's, as we've said before, he must be ambidextrous because he can fire just as well with both handguns. So he can actually use an assault rifle over either shoulder, which is a nice attention to detail. Doesn't tend to though, it tends to hang around the right, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't do it. Got the pilot there, so that, not the pilot, the bloody captain there. So, or driver I suppose, just because you're steering a boat, does that immediately make you the captain if you steer? A helmsman! Isn't that what you are, if you steer a boat but you aren't the captain? We're down at one painkiller, so we're going to be... Nice touch there, I'll show you off in a second once we kill this guy. In his football shirt. If you aim, you can't like aim because there's something in the way. You can actually still fire and he'll shoot up into the air. It won't just like glitch through. Most games it would just like fire straight anyway. But yeah, it'll fire up in there. Nice little, another attention to detail. The game is just riddled with attention to detail and I really enjoy that. And as we transition into long cutscene mode, you can tell because it goes slightly higher res. Max comes running out, he sees Fabiana, he's like, buggeration, she's off. And we're like, ah, fuck. So he returns fire and then realises, yawn, holy fuck, I'm on a fucking petrol barge. And he leaps like a majestic salmon once again into the water. And he's like, damn, now I'm all soggy. But he swims on anyway because he's got the will to continue. Unfortunately, he didn't drown. And he's like, ah, bugger, what do I do now? I'm never going to catch her. But then as luck would have it, in a speedboat, the same speedboat that dropped us off, Raoul arrives. And he's like, for God's sake, the antics that you get up to. And Max is like, I had no reason to do all that when you were in that speedboat. We could have just come around this way from the get-go. And like, Raoul's like, that's true, but then there wouldn't have been much of a level, would there? And he's like, fair enough, actually, we've got a quota to keep up. So naturally the pair carry on as such, because like they've got to catch up. And as luck would have it, we've got a big ass. Oh, there's the golden LMG. Sweet. We've got a big ass golden LMG. Now we've got to fight our way along. The weapon will overheat if we shoot too much, which is a thing. Like typical fare. That guy leaps free of the burning speedboat. We can carry on. Gonna have to. This is actually losing health a lot faster than I did the first time through, which only makes sense. We can just fill them full of bullets, then we should be okay. We don't actually have a max health bar, and we don't have to reload. I mean, max health bar is in a health bar for max, not a maximum health bar. So we've just got to protect the boat. And as with every section like this in every game ever, it's really a lot easier than the rest of the game. Pora! Don't have any idea what that means. Never heard somebody say that before in my life. Probably have. And he said Pora as well. K Pora. Like, K means what, I think? Ah, God. Like, this is awful. Having to, like, puzzle my way through Portuguese. I don't even know if they're speaking Portuguese. I do think they're speaking Portuguese, though, because that's what they speak in Brazil, don't they? I'm sure there's some Spanish speakers in Brazil, but I doubt I don't think they're as common as Portuguese speakers. And then using bullet time is the best option here, because they toss Molotovs at you, and Molotovs are bad. Blew those guys away, they didn't stand a chance. Got the other Molotov, no bother. And that's the third guy there. We're at half HP, that should be fine. Making sure to get all the Molotovs in time, because the Molotovs are the bad part. What? I think we got it that time as well. Killing this guy up here, no bother. And that guy down there, no bother either. Easy peasy. Moving on at a frightening rate. They don't know what hit them. There's bound to be some fellas on that side. Yeah, there will be. There will be. This guy thinks he's fly. Throws a grenade. Grenade explodes at the back of the boat. We're fine though. Don't worry. Pretty sure there wouldn't be much of Max left in an event like that. That guy's down. And now we can just absolutely tear these guys apart. We are actually looking a little bit south on HP, but we should be okay. We should be okay. He was ready. He was shooting us before we could even shoot that guy. The one in the red that was at the foot of the pier. Another nade. No. And then as a result, that guy, like, blinded by his own grenade, gets blown into the water by the exploding things. Yeah, the LMG-30 is, like, you do use it a couple of times. You can use it a couple of times, but it's not really common throughout the course of the game. You don't see it very often, and when you do, you don't get very many bullets for it, which is a shame. But to be fair, it is a incredibly stable light machine gun in a game where the majority of other weapons are well, significantly less forceful in their application, shall we say. And then we blew up a big old, don't know what it was, just a sort of like a storage plant for gas canisters. Either way, it's gone now, as are the enemies. So we go on at a relatively lower speed because of our bust-up engine. Although the bust-up engine seems to come and go as it pleases. This is a somewhat difficult section. You've kind of got to. The best way I found was to just handle shoot the trucks rather than the people in them. Although we're probably not going to make it through this. Nah, we didn't. Fair enough. Fair enough. Made it almost the whole way without dying, but unfortunately it just came apart at the end there. But it's alright. We should have checkpointed right here. Yep, we have. As I was saying, shoot the cars. Easiest way to do it. If you can get the driver, that'll do too. But probably easiest if you just pile into the car itself. Big Range Rover. It's a big one. Oh, got the driver. He just went right into the water. Poor guy. Ah, see, yeah, we've managed to lose half HP just from doing this again, let alone the first time. Came close though the first time, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Hey, that's them. We're back.
And there they are again. These bloody boats.
I'm sure they missed us.
On the right. Oh, we've taken a thumping. He's like, aha, and he's boat full of Molotovs. And sadly it's destroyed the bridge. And they've just managed to get through. Ah, whatever shall we do?
I got an idea. Hold on.
Take the other way. Simple as that. That's all you need. Not bad. Well, you said it, Max. More fellas coming up the back way. Don't worry though, they're charging right at us, and that is what we deal with best. Now these guys coming in from the side, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate the technique required for such an advanced maneuver, but it's just ineffective, mate. You didn't stand a chance. As the pilot gets a little bit. Call him a pilot again. You're not a pilot if you're in a boat. Like, you're a captain or a helmsman or something like that. I might be wrong though, I might be completely wrong about this. We're probably going to explode again, by the way. Just to let you know, I'm not expecting to be able to get through this without losing another, well, without dying again. Get him! Boom! I think we made it through there. I think that could be it. Oh, he's saying shit. No, there's more. Quick, good shot. And then, yes, handled him as well. Should be good. Brazilian tourist office should get a load of this. Look at all this fucking madness, man. First people get kidnapped, now we're in a bloody swamp, fighting guys in a speedboat. Ah, this is the worst holiday ever. It was crawling, there was a lot of guys there, but we just massacred them. 2 against 40. Another one of the many things in this game that just simply would not happen in real life. Max, fuck them, open fire. She'll be fine. Easy, easy, easy. And then that was Raoul with his excellent driving skills. Can you just drive a boat? It's entirely possible. More guys in the little speedboats behind them, and there's like one more hit is going to kill us here. Yeah, they got us, that's unfortunate. We were blown clean in half. That's no bother though. It would be an absolute work of art to be able to do this in one go. So, look at that, we're nearly gone already. Bam. Bam. And can we get the... Oh, we didn't quite get the ship's driving man. The steerer. Head steerer. Ah, bugger. Oh well, we got a cutscene. We leap into the air. Oh shit! And through they go. What air they got though? Absolutely fantastic. And then whoa, slow down. Max whaps his deagle out, and he's like, "Hey." Oh, and then I shot Fabiana. How unfortunate. Alright, let's rewind time. And then Max whaps his deagle out. And then... blasts them all right to fuck. Not bad. Not bad. Progression. He looks back all smug like he only killed 4 of the 6 guys in the back. And then, sadly, they drag Fabiana back. I think that's going to do it for this part. We are now out of the swamp. The plot thickens. Fabiana is gone. We've still not got our money back. It is a shit fest. But we'll find out what happens next time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. Please remember to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. All those would be very, very, very much appreciated. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah. It's all crazy, pal. Non-stop insanity. Thought I left all this shit behind. Easy gig, you said. What a fool I was to get involved in this madness.